Hello YouTube, welcome to another video, and this week I'm joined with a new friend of mine.
New friend!
Henry. Henry, I think you found me through my videos.
The one on your buy-to-let in Liverpool.
Oh great, yeah, that's been a popular video. So, and you know, Henry's recently invested in a development up in London, but also looking to buy some buy-to-lets. So I thought it'd be quite useful as we're looking in similar areas to meet up and perhaps go to a few viewings. But whilst I've got you, I thought it'd be really useful for everyone watching just to talk about the numbers on your your development in London, because the numbers on it were quite juicy and because it was a really nice looking project. So would you be able to give a bit more info on it in terms of what it was? And
yeah, so I've just been an investor. I've not, it's been almost entirely managed by my partner. He found the place initially. He got offered it by his solicitor, so it never went to market. Then he got a really good price on it, and then he needed some extra cash to make it happen, so asked me if I wanted to invest. So then I did invest. He got it for, I think, 700.
Yeah.
And then it's a two-story flat, property, which we then split into two flats, built an extension.
Yeah.
And we're selling them as two separate flats.
And will they be two bed separate flats, or are they?
They are. One is a 3-bed, one is a 2-bed.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So you've bought it as one. You've paid 700. Do you know roughly how much was spent on the refurb?
Well, I know that we're selling for 1.3 million and about 900. So that's what, 2.2.
Wow. So the 3 beds gone for 1.3.
Yeah.
And then 2 beds gone for 900.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's 2.2. Then it was bought for 700. So and then the profit is going to be about just above 500. So that means total cost will be about $1 million.
Okay.
Which includes a lot of interest, because it's all been done on a bridging loan, because it was complete wreck when we got it, and it's also been very, very delayed because of a dispute with the neighbours.
Yeah.
So total costs will be about $1 million. So profit will be about 500,000 or something over 3 years.
Okay. So about £500,000 profit, which is it's good.
Yeah.
Nice profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the plan is to take the 500,000. Sorry, you're taking your split of the 500,000. You'll have a pool of money, and you're going to now invest that into potentially buy-to-let properties or assets that produce you a passive income.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Cool. So that's what we're doing here today, and I'm sure we'll show you some more clips of it. Thank you. Well, just finished another viewing. That one, not the best. In fact, it was, I guess, giving us the harsh realities of this new area that I'm just checking out, and actually makes me think and reconsider whether this is the best area, because there's been a few properties now where we've seen them with perhaps not such desirable tenants. Well, after a long, it's windy out. After a long busy Friday, it's only one way to finish it. and that's a meal at the pub. If you live in mid-Sussex, there's only one pub that you want to come to, and that's the Farmers. Best food and the best drink. I'm here with this guy, Stevie. And we're back. Really good and productive day. Thank you very much to Henry for coming along for the trip, for sharing the figures on his recent development, and just to get to know him was brilliant. So for anyone that's been watching me for a little while now, you might have got to know me a bit, and you might find it a bit unusual that I'm trying to find a new area or research a new investment area, especially when I've got Liverpool for my buy-to-lets. I'm buying a project down here as a flip. When I've got two areas already, why would I be looking for a third? And in all honesty, I just want that third backup. But with the way Liverpool is right now, with people overpaying and the market being really hot, I won't go into it too much right now, because that might change next year, and I kind of hope it does. Then I can get back up to Liverpool. I know it very well now. I want to continue investing there. However, for the time being, it would really be good for me to have a backup investment area to be able to diversify my portfolio in the future. And for anyone trying to pick out an investment area, if this is new for you and you're trying to find your investment area, I thought I could give you a few tips because it could be quite useful as to how I look for a new area or what I look for. The main thing for me would probably have to be, what are the travel services like? Are there any universities? What's the city centre like? Is it nice? Is there lots of shops? Is it quite affluent? And, build out something from there, because if it's a good city, you can see it's developing, you can see it's got a nice city centre and the council are pumping lots of money into it. If there are good travel services, if companies are bringing their distribution centres there, or they're bringing their offices there and they're bringing their staff and employees there, it's potentially going to be somewhere that could grow in the future, and it could be a good city to invest in. Even if it doesn't grow, it could be somewhere good in terms of the type of tenant and the type of tenant that you might get. So that's one thing that I would take home from my recent trip, is that perhaps having been out to quite a few areas, seeing the types of people around these different areas, viewing a few properties, seeing the types of tenants that are renting them, it's perhaps put me off of that one slightly, and then I know that I can go on to the next one. So right, that one wasn't right for me. I did all the research on the computer, then I went and actually visited it and it didn't work out, so on to the next one. So I hope that's useful, and I hope that you can take that when you're researching your next investment area or your first one. As always, I really appreciate you watching. Please drop me a comment if you've enjoyed this one, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.